Today, we're going to be talking about the new update from NotebookLM. So they have essentially released these new mind maps feature, right? So you can see an example here. Let me pull this up for you. This is a tweet by Simon, who actually operates as a NotebookLM lead. And if we pull this up in full screen, you can see an example of the mind map that you can pull out. Now, this is super powerful for learning, for researching, for organizing your notes, for sharing with your team as well if you're planning out projects. You can upload loads of sources here. You can pull this in from the web, from URLs. You can pull this in, for example, just by pasting in text. And then you can also create an audio overview. But the main thing here is that you select mind map. So you see here how you select mind map. Then you can use that to start generating responses. And it makes NotebookLM really powerful because you can see here, for example, you can organize projects. It's great for learning. It's great for creating information. I think this will be super powerful for SEO as well. If you have a website and you want to cluster your keyword research, for example, you can do that using these mind maps inside NotebookLM. So this is an exciting feature that's just come out from them. Literally just came out pretty maybe 24 hours ago, something like that. But it looks really cool, super powerful. You can see how people are using it on Twitter. Lots of cool stuff right here. Makes learning a lot more simplified as well. So if we pull up this example, you just upload your sources. You can add YouTube videos as well, audio overviews. If you were researching about a particular topic, you can insert all the YouTube videos you're learning about that topic and then use that to generate your plan for learning, etc. So here's an example. And this also separates it into like topics and then clusters underneath each topic, like you can see. So let me show you an example of what it looks like if we go to NotebookLM. Essentially here, you can upload a document. So I've uploaded my link building mastery book, SEO link building mastery. And then inside here, it's created the source. So it's pulled in that information. And you can also generate, for example, audio overviews, right? So if you click on audio overview over here, it will generate a conversation based on that source. Now, you can also pull in multiple sources if you want to as well. But either way, you can use this to now start using mind maps. Now, the mind maps feature is officially announced on NotebookLM. However, from what I've seen, it's going to take about a week or so for it to roll out to everyone. So you can see I actually haven't got that feature inside NotebookLM yet, but a lot of people have. So for example, like this thread you can see from Min Choi, he's got access. A lot of people do already have access, and I think it will roll out for everyone later this week as well. So here's another example. And a lot of people are saying it's such an underrated tool, but it's actually one of the best AI products out there, particularly if you just want to learn stuff. Using AI, NotebookLM is so helpful because, for example, you can turn things into an audio overview. You can take sources and then plug it into here. You can save notes. Like if we go back to my notes right here, you can see all these different notebooks that I've created. It also can create like study guides, FAQs, briefing docs, and timelines. But the main new one here is you can create mind maps. Now, also inside here, you can customize. So if you're creating an audio overview, for example, you can actually customize that, ask it to focus on specific topics, and then use that to generate whatever audio overview you want, right? Now, if you're wondering, okay, what can you do with the audio overviews? Here's an example. So this is a video that I created and posted on YouTube right here. You can see it posted, and it's ranking #1 for the keyword SEO training Honiton. Basically, what I did was I took an audio voice clip, plugged that into a screencast of me talking about that particular topic, and then it generated this video that we posted onto YouTube, right? And so it's super easy and simple to set those up and build them out, and it ranks really well on Google. The other thing to note here is an example. This is a article from androidauthority.com. And you can see here, they've said the new features will be available for Google Workspace users and other end users. Plus, the rollout will be gradual and could take up to 15 days for the features to be visible. So it's going to take a little while. If you don't have them already, don't worry. At least you know exactly why. So it might take up to 15 days to get these. This is a really powerful tool. Like we can, for example, click all of these buttons. We can click generate as well. And then based on the information and the sources we pulled in here, it will take all of that and start generating a study guide, a briefing doc, FAQs, timelines, etc. And it really doesn't take long to generate all of this for us. Now, if you want to see an example of the audio overview, so here's an example that we just generated a second ago. We can also share that, so we can make that public and share with our team and then preview it. So let's open this up. This will create a preview on a subdomain of Google Notebook. And then if we play this, we can also download it here.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking all about link building for SEO.
Oh yeah, link building, one of those things that everybody was talking.
Definitely a bit of a mystery for people,
Absolutely.
but really important if you want your website to actually rank seen.
Yeah, you can have the best content in the world, but if nobody's actually seeing it.
It's not doing you much good.
Exactly.
So we are going to be taking a deep dive today into the world of link building with the help of Julie and Goldie's playbook, Link Building Master, Ethical SEO Secrets.
Oh, great book. Lots of good stuff in it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that what we're trying to do in this deep dive is pull out the most important actionable strategy to help you boost your website's ranking.
Yeah, cut through all the noise.
Yeah, exactly.
Get to the stuff that actually works.
Because there is a lot of noise out there.
There it is.
So let's start off by just talking about what is link building really?
What do you think about this?
Yeah.
All right, I'll pause it there, but you get the point. And then, you can download this, for example, like that. And this will also rank on SoundCloud as well. So if we put how to do SoundCloud SEO on Google right here, we can see that this page was actually generated with NotebookLM. So what I did was I downloaded the audio file from Notebook, plugged it in SoundCloud, uploaded it right there.
Musicians and content creators seeking to.
This is the audio file from SoundCloud, like you can see, that is generated with NotebookLM, right? Really simple and easy to do. We uploaded it here. It's already had 188 plays and it ranks directly on Google as well. Plus it's not spam, like you're actually creating something that's interesting, that actually helps people, etc. And it positions you as an authority. It's a great branding play, I would say, plus a fun experiment. And then also what you can do here is you can, for example, click share, and you can get the embeddable code, right? So if we grab the WordPress code for this particular page, then we can use that to embed it into our website, right? So it's really easy and simple to embed SoundCloud as well directly into your website, into blog posts, etc. Also makes your content a lot better. And also you could upload that directly onto Twitter as well. So you get the point, NotebookLM is really powerful too. Honestly, these features are already being implemented into Gemini as well. So I'm sure the mind map feature will get implemented into Gemini too, but it's pretty cool stuff. So let's come back here. Let's pull up the study guide that we got previously. Just going to pull that up inside here. So we've got, this is a briefing document. Like you can see, it breaks down kind of like a little bit like deep research here. And then if we go to Studio, we also have this, which is the study guide. So it actually creates a quiz, which you can see right here. Now, what's cool about this is if we take this quiz and then we'll go to Gemini, which is another Google product, of course, right? So we're taking the study information from NotebookLM, the study guide. Then we're going to go over to Gemini, and because it's got the new Canvas feature, which you can see, we're now going to say, create an awesome plus beautiful quiz based on the information below. And so with the help of NotebookLM, you can take study guides and you can plug them into Gemini and create like these nice little quizzes. What we can also do is we'll say code that as a website. So it's going to start coding that into HTML now so that we can preview in a second. And the other cool thing about Gemini is it is really fast. Like it's way faster than anything I've seen with Claude or ChatGPT, etc. It seems to be one of the quickest to do this. And then we've got this setup right here. I'm just going to say make it an interactive quiz plus more beautifully designed. So we're going to change it up right now. And that should recode it. So it should recode the whole page and make it more visually appealing. So just waiting for that to load. I'm going to refresh the page here, put that prompt in, and then it should start doing its magic here. Yeah. You see how it's turned it into an interactive quiz? There we go. And then we can select between these. Now I'm going to say, okay, make each question standalone quiz page so that people can fill in their answers and give the quiz a more modern, sleek design. And then it's going to update. But you get the point. Like you can easily build quizzes out, games out, etc. using NotebookLM Doesn't take too long to do. And there we go. So we can click Start Quiz and just start doing our magic on it. Now, this is all thanks to the new feature from Gemini. So let me pull this up. If you haven't seen this already, basically, Gemini just implemented this new feature, which is Canvas. You can also create like interactive games with it. The design is much nicer. You can see how it codes, etc. Really easy to set up. So I think the best way to get the most out of this is just combining NotebookLM with Google Gemini. Also, if you wanted to, for example, let's go back here. If we wanted to create a new one, we could also import Google Drive docs and also YouTube videos. So let's pull this up as an example. Take this video right here. We'll go back to NotebookLM, paste in that YouTube video. Now you can see it's got the information from the video and we can generate an audio version of that. Once the mind map feature comes out, we can start using it. And also there's some reasons to use this, right? So it's great for finding connections, structuring your articles, exploring information. That's a really powerful learning tool. And also just understanding the bigger picture. Plus you can like zoom in, zoom out and all that sort of stuff. But I don't think that's impressive. So you get the point. Like these new features inside NotebookLM, super powerful, especially when combined with Google Gemini Canvas. And if you want to get access to all my best AI workflows, tips, templates, tutorials, AI agents that you can just click and deploy, feel free to get that inside the AI Profit Boardroom, link in the comments description, and you'll see everything right here, including the crash course plus my best SOPs. This also comes with weekly Q&A calls with us, so you can just jump on the weekly Q&A calls and ask any questions you have, and a community of 489 members, so you can ask any questions. We're always updating this, we're always adding new things. So for example, you can see this is an update just from yesterday. We post the Q&As directly inside here, so you can watch them back. And also we have all these new tutorials in like MCP agents, NA10 MCP agents, Google Trend extractors using NA10 agents, loads of cool stuff. And this is just being constantly updated with a really awesome community of people just focused on making more money and saving time with AI. So feel free to get that link in the comment description. And if you want to get a free one-to-one SEO strategy session that shows you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visits this month and generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales on autopilot, feel free to get that link in the comments. We'll give you a custom SEO tailored game plan to get you more lead sales and customers to your website directly from Google. Feel free to get that link in the comments description. Appreciate you watching and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.